Taurus, so this will be your reading for the eclipse season that is starting on September 6th, September 7th and 8th. So we're starting the eclipse season by a total lunar eclipse, September 7th and 8th, 2025, and then we're going to have a partial lunar eclipse on September 21st. So I'm starting with a channel message. If you want to skip that part, you'll have the timestamp to go to the cards after that. Here it is. So it's going to be a very, very transformative season. Whether it is more personal or worldwide, the effect on each and every one of you will be different. So this is what my guides were saying. But you can experience things around family, job searching, experiences with your sensory, tactile, since the veil will be extremely thin between dimension and worlds. So what it means is that your guides, your ancestors could try to communicate with you by touching you. So if you feel something on your body that is a little bit more different than usual, then you can expect that this is someone that is trying to get in contact with you. For the world, we can expect changes in dynamics and government and politics, a rising in violence abroad and war crimes. This full moon is a blood moon. It is also a corn moon in the Anishinaabe tribe, which is related to the spirit animal, the eagle. And the corn moon is all about the next generation. It's all about your legacy. So this period of time of the eclipse could also be a period where you reflect on what you are providing the world with, what you are providing your children, your grandchildren with. I'm sorry, there's a crow that just flew. I was like, what is it? And I don't have my glasses, so I'm not seeing that well from afar, but it was big enough that I saw it. So it's all about also with the eagle medicine, right? The eagle medicine is asking us to see from afar. It's to have a better version, bigger vision of what is happening to ourselves, to others, is to also take distance and height on certain situation. So it's really all about this. It's knowing that your legacy is also waiting for you to take action to be fulfilled. So we'll see what the cards have to say about this eclipse for you, Taurus. Oh, that was quick. That's funny because Aries got this card. Very, very interesting. The Quicksilver moon is all about money. So you could be receiving money, but it's not a wealth that will last. Meaning that you could receive a certain amount of money, but then this money will be spent on others, will be spent on a debt maybe that you have. It will be spent very, very quickly. So basically what the Quicksilver, is it Quicksilver? Yeah, Quicksilver. I don't know why I thought I had said like quicksand. The Quicksilver moon energy is really there to tell you, enjoy while you have some wealth. Enjoy while you have this energy, and to really just enjoy it while it's there. I'm gonna pull a card from the Elemental Oracle. 19 could be an important number for you. I just heard fire. And we have South, which makes sense, right? South is the highest point of the sun. Number 2, adventure. So I have the impression that this eclipse energy is bringing an energy where you want to be adventurous, where you want to take risk. Maybe for some of you, you're going to take risk with your money, right? Your Tauruses, usually you're pretty good at managing money, but also attracting money. I have the impression that yes, maybe the risk is there, is taking more risk in your life. It's being in alignment too, so less in a duality with money, but more in unity. Thank you. We have the King of Swords. You have clarity. So this eclipse will definitely bring clarity through being patient, through knowing that things will be successful for you if you wait a little bit. If you put your ducks in a row and then you're just waiting for it to be useful. I also have the impression that there's a part that is like fragmented in this picture, because you have the lady with the umbrella, but there is fragment of that umbrella. So I have the impression that you are shedding things, and maybe by shedding things, letting go of certain material things that you have in your life, then it's just easier. It's just easier. You know your truth, right? So you know who you are. But I also have the impression that you are letting go of material things, or this eclipse is bringing your attention to things that are making you heavier. And sometimes it's things that we have in our home. It's things that we carry that we don't necessarily need. So I have the impression that you're capable of setting your boundary and saying, this is not what I want. For some of you, you're just leaving with, like, on an adventure, on a trip, with just a backpack, because that's all you need. So I have the impression that there is definitely, my God, that's way too much. I'm just gonna check, because these two wanted to come. So we have a 3 of Swords, and we have the Knight of Wands. And we have the Devil, 3 of Pentacles in the reversed, 2 of Swords, and King of Pentacles. Interesting. I'll keep it. There is, for some of you, you are between two person. You are between a King of Sword and a Knight of Sword. And I have the impression that you've been hurt by these two people. So it could be dealing with an air sign or fire sign. And you've been burnt and stabbed by these two persons, whether it is female or male, we don't care. We have the 2 of Cups in the reversed. It was an unsuccessful, unhappy situation, unfortunately, where you've been extremely hurt. And this dynamic brought to the surface a lot of your psychological patterns. My God, I had difficulty saying that word. A lot of psychological patterns that are preventing you. It's funny, I just heard, like, this person doesn't play well with others. I'm sorry, it's not funny, but it's funny when that happens. Does not play well with others. So it brought to your attention where and what and to which point you cannot be working in alliance with others, where you are blindfolding yourself. So I feel that you are coming out of this energy and you're finally stepping into your beautiful energy, Taurus. Your King of Pentacles. This relationship was rough. It could also be a partnership, right? You could have been the third person of a partnership in business, and these two people really, really hurted your feelings. Hurt your feelings. When you thought that you were all going to the adventure together, they're saying, no, we're going to go our way. So we are separating ways right now. You could be offered a compensation. I'm not seeing that it's going to be a lot of money, but it's going to be enough possibly to just leave and be able to live for a certain period of time. You could also be dealing with a Capricorn, but I'm usually, like, not necessarily associated with the Devil with the Capricorn, but that could also be a possibility. So I have the impression that you've been stabbed in the back by these two people. And there is this refusal to collaborate with you. There is this refusal to work together, and I feel that maybe you were the boss of these two people, and finally it's like there's a change in dynamics, and this is what it was saying, right? Change in dynamics. So this eclipse will probably open the door to this to take on, unfortunately, or to like make some sort of like big plans for you, so you can finally step into your power again. But I don't think that you could have it any other way, unfortunately. It needed to happen this way. And we have the silver dollar at the bottom of the deck with the moon magic card, and it's 22, and I just want to go see what does it say, because you're passing from something that has no value, I don't want to say that, but that has a very quick and easy value, not lasting, to a silver dollar moon, number 22. 22 could be also an important number for you. Prosperity, wealth, and abundance. Dude, I feel that from separating from this partnership, you're becoming so much more wealthy, because you've decided to go your own way, and you're realizing that you can have it all. So pay attention to a new offer. You could have a new offer that you're going to receive. For some of you, there could be some legal matter happening with these two person, where you're going to have to make a choice. But take things slowly and surely. The choice might be a big one, especially if you need to go to court. Could be a big one, but I wouldn't be too concerned. I have the impression, it's funny, I have the impression that maybe someone wants to buy out a contract that you had with these two. So you're gonna have to make a choice. Like, is this the direction that you want to be in or take, or you want to ride solo? I want to go back to the 22. I'm sorry, guys. Is it something that you can achieve? So this is a wonderful card denoting prosperity, abundance, wealth, and positive goals manifesting. Whatever you wish for is now within the realms of possibility. Be this a better job, a promotion, a pay increase, material good, and so on. When the silver dollar shines in your reading, it means that any troubles with money are soon to be a thing of the past, for good fortune is on the way. And this card suggests lasting good fortune rather than something more fleeting. Yes, that's it. So you had fleeting money, and now you're going to big money, and I have the impression that it's solo. So pay attention to the next offer that you could receive. Maybe that's not quite the right thing for you. To help these energies manifest in your life more quickly, make sure that you are a good steward of the money you already have. Don't overspend. Be careful with the cash you have, and consider your purchases carefully. Take care of your current income in order to attract increased wealth. Be grateful for all the material thing you have and use every day. Okay, yeah, so I feel that there is a lesson that was learned, and this is what I had written here. There is a lesson that you've learned, your chaos transformed, transmuted, and I feel that you are appreciative of going through this, because it's going to bring some peace. 333, 999 could be important numbers, guys, as well as birds flying in groups south. If ever you're seeing that, this is a omen. And they were saying, like, open your heart to a new reality. I think this is exactly what you're going to try to do, to open back your heart, but it's more in a like 3D thing, material, career, job, project, and just be open to see the truth and the blessings in this situation. I think it's going to help a lot. I hope this helped. Let me know in the comments if this is your situation. If you want a private reading with me, the link is in my bio to my Calendly. I'll see you soon. Bye.